Hey, hey everyone, it's the Obsoletist. It's been a while. I've been keeping little tabs on him here and there, trying not to watch much of his stuff because it sends you into an absolute mess. Look at his stupid face, straight away. Can you live with a gangstalker? That's the name of this one. NYC. NYC. Now my new thing's New York. Now he's obsessed with New York. I'm sure he'll come up with some research sooner or later. Did you know that aliens may have actually, black extraterrestrials may have actually come from New York? In Brooklyn, and Jay-Z and everything, they all know about it. I guess he's wanting to move in with the girl. I think it's Arya Stark. That girl. Ooh, and she's apparently a gangstalker. I'm sure you all. Whoa, I know. Surprise, right? Like everybody else he's ever going to meet.
Hey, hey people, what's going on? It's Jameel. And I was laughing to myself.
Well, someone has to, don't they? Someone has to.
Thinking about the idea, how can you live with a gang stalker? Because my friend, right? And
This video should actually be called "How can you live with a fucking maniac?" That's what they should. That's the real question here, Jameel, from her perspective.
Good friend, like she means everything to me. I can't lie. And
this person taking money to stalk me and make me miserable. She means everything to me. Once again, absolute mental, illogical, paranoid schizophrenic. He's just a paranoid schizophrenic. Like everybody, his mother's stalking him, this girl's stalking him, everyone's stalking him. He's crazy. He's nuts. Loopy.
I want to, I stay at my mother's house. I can't have my friend over here like I want to. I can't have people over here like I want to. Not because my mother isn't accepting of it, but just because, you know what I mean? 31 years old, man. I got it. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to by next month, man. I'm trying to raise up out of here. And I haven't brought it up to my friend, but maybe she or maybe somebody else. I'm going to find some, there's a couple other females I talk to, but, you know, she's of course my favorite. And I'm going to try to get up out of here, man. And I got some money put up and stuff. I'm gonna get my own pad. I'm gonna speak to her on it. I want to see if I can arrange. Maybe we can arrange something, like get an apartment or something like that, or you know what I mean, like rent a house or something, like something, man. And
they're coming for you, Barbara.
If she's a gang stalker, which she is, how it's gonna be so crazy.
She's a gang stalker.
You know, I put myself up there as having the only person willing to be gang stalking. This is the type of stuff I gotta explore. I gotta jump more into the unknown. And like
Please
I said,
do.
I've had a good time, man. And I can't.
The unknown train
I'm not
tracks.
gonna lie. In the last year, it's been hectic, but overall,
Up on stalking charges. What is happening with that, by the way? What is happening with that? This will just go until this guy kills, and even then, they probably won't do anything about it.
It's been pretty good. And at the perfect time, I got to meet this girl, and like I said, we're just friends. It's not a romantic relationship or anything like that. It's just, you know, it's more of I don't know. It's like a deep friendship.
Yeah, but all you want in the world is her ass. It's just a deep friendship. And you know, when we're walking together, all I do is absolutely just film her on her ass. I don't do anything else. I just put the camera straight on that thing and just walk and ask a strange question. Ask her to repeat things over and over again. But it's, you know, it's just a friendship. Good friend. Look at that face, man. What is happening? Is it a stroke?
And like there's other females I talk to, there's other guys she talks to, but it seems kind of like we're inseparable. I can't explain it.
I can. You stalk people. They explained it. You'll find them.
I got mad before, and I told myself that I didn't want to talk to her anymore, and she would end up contacting me, or I would end up contacting her. And it just seems like, I don't know, it just seems like God put her in my life at the right time. Like, this is...
You know what just sort of hit me? Like, he used to make videos, right, where he's documenting, like, conspiracies and stuff like this, like, you know, light news to, you know, whatever you want to classify it as, but it was something to actually talk about into a camera, record, do some research on it, no matter how flimsy it was when we look back at it, right? When did this turn into just like the incessant ramblings of his mental mind? Like, all he's doing, he was just like, and yeah, so like that's how I feel, and that's how she feels, even though I just made it up in my head, and that's how I feel, and that's how this is what this person was thinking, even though I just made it up in my head. Like, when did it turn into just this mental person talking into a camera to, what is it, like, whatever, 6 people or whatever? Like, what happened?
This is an area during the summer where I needed somebody the most, and then she just, like, she took that place, and since then I've been able to get her more. I've been able to...
She took that place because he lost the flower girl. That's what he's talking about. This summer when I needed someone most, because he lost his thing, his object.
been able to get to know her more and more and more and more. And now I'm developing, now I'm just starting to notice I'm developing love for her. But it's not the love like, that's my wife, I want to marry her.
I want to marry this. I want to marry her. You want to marry this what, Jameel? I want to marry this bitch.
I can't explain it. It's like a love where you have somebody in your life who you see all the time, who has taken, they've taken such a strong place in your life that they can't be replaced, and there's no way,
Yeah, they can be replaced. She's the replacement. She is the replacement.
When I didn't have anybody there, she was there. I can't replace that. She can't be replaced.
What? Like in the same sentence, he's talking about this summer when he lost someone, the flower girl, and he never had anyone because the flower girl turned from him, that's my fucking baby though, to that retarded ass bitch up the street. And then, no offense to her or her brother if he's listening, I don't think that's what this maniac said. I'm sure she's lovely. It's just mental. He's like, I know I shouldn't get surprised, or I'm sort of like a robot on Star Trek where they're presented with like some illogical statement, and that's how you defeat it, and my head just explodes. That's just kind of what I feel like whenever I'm listening to this idiot just say one thing and then the very next sentence contradict himself, and that's the problem with all these gangstalking victims as well. It's the same thing. You listen to it and you go, it's not that like your premise itself is so far fetched, which it is far fetched, but that's not the reason I'm not believing you. It's because your stories don't make sense on another level, on a commonality of experience sort of level. We all live in this world. It's like when a politician's lying, and you can't say that they're lying. You might not be able to prove it in court, but everybody knows that they're lying. Everybody collectively knows that they're not saying the thing that they should be saying in the way that they could be saying it to tell the complete and total truth. And I'm rambling now, so let's get back to this.
And so and so instead of like people say, like before I was saying that's my baby, now I'd be like that's my stalker. No, I'm just joking. But it is interesting though. If somebody say, who's coming to pick you up? Oh, my stalker's coming to pick me up. You can do that if you're being gangstalked.
If you're Arya Stark or Flower Girl, you can do that. You can do that. Ring me. Come on.
You can just say my stalker's coming to pick me up. If you know a gang stalker, and that's what I do. I use it to my advantage. I just say, Like, guys, you know how guys talk? You know how you say, I got some bitches? You say, I don't got no bitches, I got some stalkers. I got a stalker coming to pick me up. And so, that's what it is, man. And so, for people on my YouTube channel, I know sometimes I get angry, and I say stuff, and people be like, I've seen it a few times, where I know a lot of people watch my YouTube, and a lot of people, like, all my subscribers and stuff like that. I mean, my videos don't get that much views, but we don't make them for views. We just make them for the journey. But,
The journey.
it's difficult. When you're being gangstalked, it's hard to explain. When you go through obstacles on a daily basis.
Oh, that is so creepy now that I think about it. The journey. What does that mean? What does that mean, the journey into his just insanity? This is like a 10 out of 10 Olympic dive into the pool of fucking nuts. That's what this is. And we've all got a front row seat. We're in front of Tom Daly. Bronze. Who needs that?
Which I've been doing for like the last 2 months ever since I met this girl. You know, I had a thing where I was going out, and every now and then I'll mess around with the cars and stuff, and one of these older guys like flicked me off, and I got angry about it, but he was just an old man. He probably didn't even mean it. You know?
Once again, just is how crazy he is. This dude's stepping in front of cars. He said that, okay? He has done that. He used to step in front of cars, mess with them. He thinks they're gangstalkers if they got the lights on. Waving at them. You know, can you imagine you just go past this crazy dude with his tomato body and toothpick legs in his shorts and his long white socks and his child shoes, and he's waving at you. Someone flips him off and Jameel gets angry. Or even worse, and more likely, in my opinion, that he walked out in front of them on purpose. Which he's admitted to. And they were like, what the fuck?
I went like this, and so I got pissed about that, and I made a video talking about like...
You did what? Wait a second, you did
cars
what? We're gonna listen.
And one of these older guys like flicked me off, and I got angry about it, but he was just an old man. He probably didn't even mean it. You know? I went like this, and so I got pissed about that, and I made it.
This dude is a child. It's like a child's brain. That's why he's gone so crazy with his libido, man. It's like when chimps hit puberty. Like, do you know those like, little spider monkeys even? Like the ones that Ace Ventura had, the tiny little monkey. I'm not saying these are chimps. The tiny little monkey. I know the difference between great apes and monkeys, everybody, okay? An ape's a monkey, okay? So it's a little chimp, monkey. Little spider monkey things. Anyway, yeah, they're great to have as pets and everything. The second they reach puberty, man, it's just wanky, it's just up on the, you know, it's no good. It's no good, and that's what you have here. You have a man, you have a child with a man's body. And that testosterone. And God, who knows what happened? A book fell on his head once or something. He was out with Jordan Maxwell in Hollywood. In some library. Then knocking into a bookshelf, one falls on his head, that's it. Yo, I'm being gangsta. Flower girl, you know, we're black extraterrestrial.
Video talking about like how they hire, you know, how the program only hires soft guys and stuff like that. Like, I get angry sometimes, man. And then on top of it, the program lies so much. Like, through my friend, I've been able to realize how much the program has deceived her about me. Because we were laying on the bed, and I was showing her on this computer thing. I got this AirPad thing right here. I was showing her, and look, I got my friend's picture on here. Ain't that cool? Haha. Orange. But I was able to show my friend all the stuff about Jonestown. And I was able to show her that, yes, it is quite plausible that the real man did not die in Jonestown. I'm not going to get into a big thing on here.
This is where, like, Jameel Rawls, by the way, is gone. Okay, he's crazy now. You know, I always talk about this guy doing like impressions of people. He's got a Jordan Maxwell impression. Well, this is his Jameel Rawls impression. Second, he goes into like what he used to talk about, and what he used to know. He goes into this, and this is what I'm talking, and that's what he used to sound like. You listen back to him. For some reason now he affects this black accent, like a lot of black people do. Yo, there's my bitches, all these females. You go back and listen, man. Back in the day, he just talked like a white, not a white, sorry, a black person. Do you know? I don't know the best way to put it. Like you see a black guy on Fox News, some professor or something. That's what like Jameel. I'm not saying Jameel talked like a professor. I'm saying he didn't jab it up. He didn't jab it up. And some people just naturally talk like that. I'm not talking about those people. Okay, but Jameel jives it up. This isn't how he used to speak. So when he starts talking about Jonestown and just listen.
About that. But I was showing it to her, and she saw it.
Never mind.
And she was like,
Go
oh
back
my
and
God.
listen.
She was like, you actually did this? You presented this? I'm like, yeah, I was the only person ever. And so I'm like, this is why my life is so complicated. This is why I get gang stuck. This is why I have so many problems. And then she was like, oh. So somebody else was telling her something completely different about me. And so once I saw
No, they weren't.
her reaction to that, then I become to learn like how the program deceives people a lot. Like I don't know what they're telling me.
First of all, she's stupid as well, by the look of it. Too kind and too naive. Get away. Get away while you can.
And so what they tell my mother to get my mother to gangs.
Look at that. You see that girl? If you're watching, Arya. See those big slug eyebrows? And them dark, beady eyes. Like a doll's eyes. That could be the last thing you ever see. That might be a bit dramatic. But you never know, okay? You never know. He's not a murderer. I don't know, but I assume he's never killed anyone. But you don't know, and I think it's quite obvious that in my opinion at least, he has some severe mental issues. And he could be completely nice, but what happens when that switch flips? And you're the nearest person to him.
Talk to me because she only does it a little bit, but she still does it. I think it's kind of funny, but she still does it. I'm like, what are they telling her? Are they telling her it's the program's to help me? It kind of does. The program kind of does help me. And so, I make these videos for the people all around the world, but I also make them for people in New York City because I'm doing this thing, New York City versus gangstalking. You can beat the program in New York. You can beat it anywhere. And my name is Jameel Rawls. I'm from Muskegon, Michigan, United States of America. And so this is a friend. I'm doing this off the inspiration of my friend, because she's been helping me a lot.
No, you're not. You're not doing it for New York. You were doing it before you got this New York fetish. Way back when you went to Phoenix. And something happened in Phoenix. I'd love to know what happened in Phoenix. And you're not doing it for her. You had Flower Girl first.
Really, and especially the last couple months, like, people don't know the struggles of gang stalking, especially me, the level I get it at. Like, not even a Cold War KGB spy agent or CIA spy agent goes through as much psychological obstacles.
Plutonium poisoning. Yeah. Nobody goes through what you go through, Jameel. Interracial sexual rituals. From the Flower Girl's father. Nope, not mentioned that for a while, have you? I wonder why. Could it be because you're in court for stalking them?
Somebody like myself goes through. And it's gotten to the point now to where I've been able to learn through my friend how to interpret things because I care about her. right? Like we both have care for each other.
Putting the weight on again. By the way, everyone, if you think this guy's going to be running and walking in the cold Muskegon winter, that's why he's starting to panic now. You can tell he hasn't had his hair cut again. It's probably getting really cold out there around about now. I know it's cold here now. Even when even when the sun's out, it's really chilly out. Anybody that knows anything about Jameel knows that winter ain't good. It's not good for old little Jameel. He likes to be out. He likes to be distracted from the horrendous situation he's in.
And she gang stalks me. But I've realized that the gang stalking has nothing to do with me and her. And a lot of other people who gang stalk me, they kind of look more like cartoons. I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm saying just out in the world, when you go out into the world, wherever you go, like I can go anywhere in the world and I'll be gang stalked. Probably anywhere in the world. I don't know. Maybe some.
Did this guy just say people look like cartoons? Nasha! Nasha! Come on. Absolute stare, this guy.
Who knows? But a lot of this looks like kind of cartoonish. And so I interpret she's a real person in my life. This is a woman who slept in my bed, who's like ate at my table, who we go out driving around and stuff like that, and we're
What is her story? But why is she hanging around with this freak?
I feel responsible for her.
Oh God.
Now.
Oh God.
I don't know what to do. It just crept up on me. I have a certain role of responsibility because I feel
the cycle continues.
Stalker, but I feel responsible for her. I feel concerned.
Remember, Flower Girl was a gang stalker as well. Everyone, they're all gang stalkers.
Who she is as a person, her safety.
Oh my God, her father's safety, her brother's safety. I love her brother.
Anything about her, and she's a strong person. And so that's what I'm grateful for, is she's a strong person.
Till she turns on you. She's a retarded ass bitch. Something wrong with that bitch. I knew it all along.
Openly with her and connect with her, even though and I've had to become stronger. In a lot of areas I wasn't stronger at. I wasn't down with hanging out with somebody who was gang stalking me at the same time. I was getting pissed about it for a while. I put her out of my house one night because I was pissed about it.
He's like, "Yeah, ass, you gang stalking me, blah." And she goes back. That's why some women just deserve what they get. Whoops. Maybe a bit harsh, but, come on, wake up. There's only so long I can feel sorry for a stupid person. The term terminally stupid.
I was getting pissed about it, and it doesn't really matter. I don't really... Now, I'll be with her, and she'll be going through the apps on her phone, gang stalking me and stuff. And it doesn't really, I've been with her so much, almost every day for the last 2 months. It's to the point now to where she's just I don't know, almost like a sister type thing, but not really, because it's not like that. We're friends, we're close. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but she's a gang stalker now, so it's possible to have relationships with people who are gang stalking you. And like I said, New York City, as isolated as people already are there, if you're being gang stalked, you're going to be triple isolated. So you're going to need to build open communication with people who are gang stalking you, and you don't have to bring up the gang stalking, because I don't talk about it with her. Every time we talk about it, it usually leads to an argument. And that's
because you're crazy.
My time with her is more precious because I can't get that back. I can't get any time back. 1 second, you can't buy 1 second. Even if you had $1 trillion, you can't buy a second. And so whatever time
something else he heard somewhere. Just repeat.
Spend with her, that's time that, I don't want to spend talking about the program. Even though it's going on. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll bring it up and she'll admit, it's real.
People just want you to shut up. So they'll say what you want to hear. She'll admit, and then they'll admit. I went to Burger King, I started screaming about the FBI, and she admitted. No, I just want you out there as quickly as possible, and they'll say anything. Because he wants to deal with crazy, really, other than Arya Stark.
I know you're getting gang stalked, but she never wants to explain her role, and that's what pisses me off. And, you know, I understand where she's coming from, but it's like a back and forth thing, but I've learned so much from her, and so, you know, this is just a continuous thing. We're continuing growing, we're continuing coming out with new stuff. In like the last 4 or 5 years, like, she's been able to help me polish my life off. Like, the last 5 years, I've had a lot of obstacles, starting with my conspiracy research. And I feel like I was, like, waiting on her, in a sense. Because without her, I wouldn't have been able to see, like, the ending of my conspiracy research has, even though I do it a little bit still, the ending of my conspiracy research has been gang stalking. And she's been the person who's been able to help me kind of put closure on gang stalking. And so, anyway.
Fucking mental. Just the absolute witterings of a mentally handicapped 31-year-old man. Jameel Rawls.